respect of myself.
There you go.
I don't care who's behind.
There you go.
Look
God, who's that?
So they
there you go.
So they let you know by they enforcing or implementing that manner. They let you know their mindset.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Boy, I couldn't have said it any better, man. You hit the nail on the head on that one. That's right. It's a manner, and you said it. No self-respect, because if it's that manner that you're trying to, if that's your manner, that means you have no self-conscious of who you are. You have no identity.
Prime example for people who listen, like, well, when you sag onto an interview, okay, that's it. Will you sag onto it?
Well, I know I wouldn't, because I'm going to go with a shirt and tie on and a suit.
But the right way to go, if you really want a job,
yes.
you're not going there with yourself.
But you
sagging because you're like, I can't look like this.
Yeah.
First you thought about yourself, I can't look like this then because I need this job because I have to impress the other person.
That's right.
You gotta grasp onto that man. You gotta keep that same way you're going for that job. Same way you gotta make this as a lifestyle.
Yeah. But I have seen people that go on interviews that look like that. And you know, in some of these restaurants, I know Burger King and some of the other restaurants. If you go to Walmart, I have literally seen people go into these places because you know they have to go in there and literally fill out an application on the computer now. But even in that, you should have some type of
attire.
Some type of attire to represent, I'm coming looking for a job. I don't care if I got to do it on the computer or whatever. I'm going to come presentable. But you see them coming in any kind of way.
You don't have to wear a three-piece suit. You can wear blazers, jeans, or little dress shoes, tucked in shirt.
Bro, Dwight, it's, oh my God. It's man, I have been pants. It doesn't matter what type of job it is. Yeah. If it's not as a 5-star. Yeah.
If it's a business, you should learn business
ethics. That's right.
And you can't, the same way how you treat your job, 9 out of 10 you treat your home.
That's right, sir. That's right, sir. That's right.
And I be looking at different, I know people say restaurant is not all that and stuff like
but
that.
Still.
But my thing is, you shouldn't go there with your pet sag.
That's
not
right.
only that you can bring the business down, or yourself down. You can bring the people around you, then the business and the customers.
I agree.
And all that stuff like that. Then now you see, by people not caring, I'm sure you probably heard it on the news, people not caring about themselves, so that same spirit, it's a spirit.
It's a spirit. It's a spirit.
It comes to the job.
That's right. It comes to the job.
The spirit does move.
That's right.
And when people not spiritually strong, it lacks you there. My point is that now, a lady got herpes from eating a McDonald's burger.
Good there.
And the people tried to hide it.
What?
Tried to take the burger, but the thing is, she already experienced that before. And she tasted the burger and she was saying that this taste is familiar. And my point is, you have people coming to work who don't care.
Yeah.
Dealing with food.
That's right.
And then by that person can corrupt the whole community.
That's right.
So this lady got herpes just from eating burger because somebody didn't care about themselves.
That's right.
I know we're talking about sagging.
Yeah, but it's all part of that.
It goes to that
mindset. It goes to the mindset.
You have a sagging mindset.
You got a sagging mindset. That's what it is. We're going to get into that. That's right. A sagging mindset. And you know, since you brought that, then we're going to get back to burger. I hope you're getting something out of this because we're really getting into it. And I hope that you're benefiting from it because this is all true stuff. You know, I see people nowadays, and I don't even know why they allow it in schools. You got children going, and kids in high school go to school with pajama pants on. What kind of mess is that?
If it was up with me,
I don't understand.
If I was the mayor, I would enforce a code of ethics for schools.
Yeah.
It's an educational environment.
That's right.
Education environment. So you should start teaching them ethics.
So
it comes with education by you all can wear uniforms.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only way to solve
That's right, to solve the issue. That's right. But it's always a sexual issue. It's always something to be seen and to be lustful. Because that's what that is. That stuff is made to be left in the house and in the bedroom. Period. Not out in the street. All right, let's move on, brother. Let's go down to sagging pants. Is not the first clothing trend that shocked the devils.
At the turn of the century, it was considered unthinkable for women to wear dresses that revealed their ankles.
Yes.
In the 1920s, the floppers, wore short, shimmy dresses that labeled them as loose and immoral.
Yes.
After James Dean had the rebel look of the 50s, where boys appeared with their shorts, their shirt tails out, leather jackets and t-shirts with rolled up sleeves. Boys who wore these clothes were considered gangsters and thugs.
Yeah, okay. We ain't got to go no further with that. So that tells us that these type of trends, or I better not say trends, these type of fads is not the beginning. It started it's always been going on, but it's the point of, it's how we, the message that's been received, and how we relay those messages in the way we, in our mind, or how we're going to receive it and how we're going to act upon it. You know? All right. Woo! All right, let's go down to the bottom there.
There have always been fashion trends in every generation.
Yes.
What's troubling about sagging is that it does not seem to be a passing trend.
That's right. That's
that
right.
will die as the generation matures.
Yes.
It seems to represent a mode of thinking that rejects rules, establish order, and a tradition.
Yes.
It's been around for nearly 30 years.
That's
and
right.
Instead of fading into fashion trend history, has assumed a life of its own.
Yes.
With no end in sight.
And the reason for that, brother, because we as men, we have deteriorated in our thinking. There have not been no real men, so as the young men grow up, they continue to carry on that SAGGIN mindset as they get older. So it never goes away until somebody steps up and say, no, we're going to stop this and we're going to change that train of thought and that thinking pattern. Until that happens, it's going to continue to escalate and it's going to get worse. All right? I'm going to read this part. Good God here, and I'm going to let you read the A part. What your son or any man in your life does not know about sagging pants. Young men should know the true origin of sagging and be able to discern the facts from the myths. All right? Knowledge is power, and our young men deserve the chance to make an educated decision about the images they promote.
It's an educated decision.
Educated.
So that you have to be taught.
You got to be taught, sir. You got to be taught. Absolutely right. You got to be taught. A lot of young men may view sagging as a form of rebellion, a way of saying they are not conforming. The funny thing is that exactly what they are doing, pulling away from mainstream society, ideal of complacent but conforming to peer pressure. Now, Brother Dwight, give it to me. Hit me hard.
The truth revealed.
No. Give me A and B, right here.
Sagging dates back centuries, not just within the past decade or so.
Yes.
But at that time, sagging wasn't a fashion statement.
Yes.
During slavery, slaves were forced to wear oversized clothing to discourage escape.
That's right.
It was thought that escape attempts would be prevented if the slave couldn't run.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
So it goes back to what I just said. When I was hanging in the streets, or when you hang in the streets, it's common sense start kicking in. If you know you have to run, by your lifestyle,
that's right.
You wear sagging pants.
That's right.
So this goes all the way to centuries and centuries.
That's right.
The masters of slave had the same mindset.
That's right. That's right.
So this, I'm gonna tie this in. So the masters back then knew that to make them wear oversized clothes.
Yes.
So they couldn't escape.
Yes.
Then the police officers are happy that the guys are wearing oversized clothes because they can't escape.
They can't escape.
They wonder why they always get caught.
That's right. That's
because you all wear sagging pants.
That's right. That's right.
They just sitting there laughing.
Ooh, they are. That's what they do because they said, look at those clowns. Look at those idiots. That's what's going to the police mind.
Yeah.
Look at them. Okay. Go ahead, brother.
The police. Some white masters would rape their African male slaves.
Yes.
Sequentially, the victims were forced to wear their pants sagging so that their master could identify them for future attacks of being raped.
So what does that tell us right there, brother?
So this goes beyond the stereotypical ideal methodology about sagging starts from jail.
It didn't really start in
It
jail.
goes all the way back to slavery.
It goes back to slavery.
So one, the masters make people or their prisoners to wear oversized clothes and sag so they couldn't escape.
Couldn't escape in two.
Two, because so they can be identified.
That's right.
To attack them.
That's right.
For
That's right.
To rape them.
That's right. And we go back and look at the slavery, how slavery in the slavery days, that the majority of the masters that was in control of them would mark their slaves or brand them.
That's right.
And so they wouldn't actually know. So when it came time, if they wanted to rape, not only did they rape the women, they raped the men too.
That's right. That's what they said to the men.
Yeah.
They had the men sagging so they could identify.
That's right. That's right.
Who they can.
That's right. Because good God from Zion, man.
This same generation.
My God. Look at this, because what happened was the slave masters would take the women or the wives of those men, they would take them away from the family.
That's right.
And the men would never see them again. They would never see them again. So when they took them away, then that was free reign for the master to go in and to rape them and to dehumanize them,
right.
to humiliate them and to embarrass them. But what could they do?
No.
Nothing. Good.
That's why they can't do nothing now with the corruption.
I know. So it didn't as centuries go on, then it goes into the jail system, which we go now, because they didn't want the inmates to kill themselves or commit crimes with wearing belts and shoestrings. So then the sagging mentality comes back again from the slavery days. Mm-hmm. There it goes again. There you go. So people think that sagging came from jail. It didn't come from the jail. It came from slavery, but they incorporated that into the jail system so they would not kill themselves or commit crimes in prison. So then that rotated into the hip-hop culture, and the hip-hop culture picked it up.
I think
God from Zion.
It's crazy how it goes back to other broadcasts that we did prior about how guys always think that they're rebelling against but they just fulfilling every proof and every
That's
lie.
right. That's what they doing. That's what they doing.
Well, no, I don't do what I want on the side.
That's right.
That's right. That's trick, man.
That's right.
It's just my people perish
for the lack of knowledge. For the lack of knowledge.
You say because you're rebelling, but actually you let them know that you enslaved.
That's right. You have enslaved your own self through the system. You don't even know that you are enslaved in your mind.
You thinking you rebelling.
And you think you rebelling. You ain't rebelling against that. You were putting yourself in a position that you can't. That tell you. We talked about this. That you are enslaved to the world. We talked about the earrings. Enslaved to the world system.
Until you're not being conformed, you conform.
You already conformed. Good God, Brother Dwight.
But know your history. Now I see why they ain't even taking away history class.
Good God, Brother Dwight. My God, my God.
This in history class.
You ain't gonna learn it. You ain't gonna learn it. You ain't gonna learn it. All right, finish that one out, brother. But this is getting good. Man, we ain't gonna have enough time to do all this, boy.
We're gonna make it work.
Go ahead, go down. Let's go down to dehumanize.
Dehumanized black slaves wearing sagging pants was said to be announcing that they were available for their white masters.
That's right.
It is summing it up. Over time, the style became a little talked about subculture.
Yes.
That sleep into generation black culture. So over time, this now it's considered a style.
See? see how the devil uses that?
So only thing he did was, it's the same. Y'all gotta pay close attention to this from a supernatural standpoint.
Go ahead, I'm listening, brother.
So the generation of curse is still there.
It is.
So we're gonna focus on the latter first. The S, slavery,
right?
Style.
Yeah.
The same generation of curse is the same enemy working the same thing with different words.
That's right.
So
that's right.
The same enemy and the same spirit that was working slavery.
Yes.
Is for the white people.
Yes.
But for the black people's slave mentality, it's called style.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Man, I like that, brother. Good God, Zion.
Chicken people.
Woo! My God, my God. Okay, let's go down to F, and then we're gonna get into the real truth behind sagging pants.
Sagging has since gone from physical captivity. Good. Sagging has since gone from physical captivity to mental enslavement.
Yes.
If we took the time to educate,
there you go.
Wrapping everything up. If we took the time to educate our young men that slaves were deprived of the well-fitting pants that we take for granted today, they might start to take more pride to their appearance and want to pull up their pants up.
That's right.
So to the white guys who really know, they history about slavery as well too. They looking at other young black guys who sagging their pants like, Nigga, only you knew.
Sure.
You let me know you a slave.
Sure.
They let you know that you ignorant to the fact of what happened.
That's
Ain't
right.
trying to be funny, but that's just how it is.
That's how it is. That's
how they look at
Yeah.
That's what now I see why the Caucasian race look at us in that way.
Because we ignorant.
It's like a disgrace.
Yeah.
And they always that's why they don't count us as citizens.
We dehumanize ourselves by taking on that slave man mentality.
It's crazy.
And we carry it on.
And we get mad at the white man.
And we get mad because we're doing it to our own self. The man ain't doing nothing. You do it to yourself because you can't think enough to realize that you are creating more problems for yourself than you create good things for yourself.
You two don't get us wrong, but we talking about sagging general speaking from all races. But the most dominant race that's implementing this style is our black culture.
That's right. And since we talk about that, and then we can skip over this as we go through. You know, what happens is we may create a style out of defiance. Thinking that we're doing something. But then when the media, television, they take on and they'll use those styles and put it on the white brothers, then everything is cool. It's cool. Because they're not the ones that's going to be scrutinized. They're not going to be the ones pulled over by the cops and be humiliated because we can dress like the brothers, but we ain't brothers.
That's right.
You see, they want to have the style, but they don't want to be condemned or be conformed by the system and be punished by it.
Yeah.
You know, perfect example, Marky Mark. You remember Mark Wahlberg? You remember him? You seen him on you seen him on television. What's that song that he made? His name was Marky Mark. God, he was a white rapper back during the 90s. And what happened was that's when the style really that's when the style really came to be known. What they did in Times Square, they gave him some Calvin Klein underwear. White brother now. White brother. We talking about black brother. A white brother, they gave him some Calvin Klein underwear with Calvin Klein on the waistband and dropped his pants down to sag. And that's when the sagging really phenomenon really started then. Because it was all right for the white brother to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Just like, it's all right. We're going to get back on track. We're going to get back on track. We just set another foundation.
Yeah.
As far as it's from a jail standpoint, if a black guy or a white guy do the same crime, the black guy is 8 times more likely to get the aptitude sentence versus a white guy.
Yes.
And the thing is, a white guy always gets, or Caucasian, generally speaking, it's a slap on the hand.
Right.
But it always go back to because as a race, generally speaking, for a black culture, we sending off the wrong message that we
That's right.
by ourselves.
That's right.
Versus the Caucasian
That's
people,
right.
They even though they may probably be corrupt or not doing this or that,
right.
But their appearance is up to par. That's right. Their mindset might not be.
That's right.
Generally speaking,
yes.
They know what they need to do to get by.
That's right.
In society.
That's right. Absolutely.
Society standpoint.
That's right.
That's what we need to do as a race.
That's right.
We need to get back on board.
That's right.
I know that we don't want to get told what to do. But sometimes we have to put ourselves as bait.
That's right.
Just like as Christ, he did the same thing.
Right.
He knew everything that was going on.
That's right. He knew.
But he knew it was a mission and purpose they had to get done.
That's right. Absolutely.
So we'll get back on track about sagging.
Woo! My God. Okay, let's just touch bases right here on this, the truth and real about sagging. Read that first part, and then we're gonna drop down to what the Bible says, and then we're gonna get a little scripture, and then we're gonna move on out.
Guys sagging their pants seem to be a trend that is sticking around longer than anyone could have ever imagined.
Yes.
Lots of men are sporting this trend, and it doesn't matter the race, color, or creed.
That's right. There we go.
However, age is a factor.
Yes.
It's usually worn by younger guys who are in their 20s and below.
Yes.
At times there are your occasional older man who may try and rock the look beyond their time.
That's right.
Kind of like wearing the Michael Jordan earrings.
Yes.
In general, sagging has been an ongoing issue since the 90s.
Yes.
And people haven't stopped talking about it because the trend has not stopped it, and people want it to stop.
Okay, perfect.
People want it to stop.
That's right. I'm gonna read this last part, and this is gonna conclude. Then we're gonna get to some scripture. The bottom line is, society has made